Hello, this is Adam Beanstock. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. I'd just like to give you a few tips on this Christmas Eve reel, which is a very well-known Irish traditional piece. I'll just play it through quickly once. The question is going to be slight variations on it, which is going to be tricky with this because it's so well known. It almost has to be standardized to be played into groups, but there are various versions of it. This is my version without the music. So we try. So I'll try to play what I originally played it, but there's this last section. How can you vary this without throwing you out of So the problem is, well, I find the problem because I'm not an experienced Irish fiddle player. If you try and do a variation, it can throw you out of time because it puts a spanner in the works. Because you get a certain way of playing it, and if you disrupt that, so it has to be very subtle. So we go on this last section. Sorry. So you can either do a triplet on the bow thing, just separate bow. Or I mean, to play safe, it is actually easier to do the bowing option, the triplets. Because if you're doing a roll, you've got the risk, because you're putting more notes in, you've got the risk of it going out of time. But as far as the first part of it, how can you vary that? I mean, I played it slightly different. I forget what the original version was, but it's let's try it once again. So if you do that, you've got this awkward string crossing here. It gives you a little bit of time to get your bow in the right position to do the end string crossing. Let's try that again. You see, because the thing is, because I was classically trained, when you get an awkward bow crossing, you actually arc the bow away from you. So wherever part of the bow, it gives you more maneuverability of the wrist to get the clean. Otherwise, you get a locking effect, and then of course it sometimes, if you're playing at speed, you can it can jolt the bow and it will go off the string. But some people might do that as an effect, but we just play it slowly once again. What? So I did the first variation there on the last bit without even realising it. But I think the whole idea with Irish music is to play along with other players, and they've got their own ways of playing it. But somehow you've got to homogenise the effect of it. But when you're playing slow, it's a different matter, because you've got to take all these. I mean, especially what Martin Hayes does is absolutely incredible, because the way varies, but it takes years and years of practice and knowing what works and what fits in the rhythm within the beat, because you can't just randomly try something. It's especially with the Christmas Eve reel, because it is so well known, it almost has to be quite the way standardised. So anyway, I'll leave you for there with that thought, and anyway, then have a happy Christmas.